outside and the night is cold. Everyone's lighting candles in their homes. Yes, it's Christmas. It's a magic time. You can feel it in the air, that every child got their hearts filled up with joy. Yes, it's Christmas all around.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to Gridiron and Grace. Today I'm going to be sharing one of my favorite videos to share every year, and it is my thrifted Christmas home tour. You have come along with me as we've decorated almost every space in my home. All that I have left to decorate is this tree in my bedroom, and you're going to be seeing that in the next video. But today I'm going to take you around and share with you every piece of my Christmas decor that I have found at thrift and antique stores over the years. It's always fun to go through and see how much of my Christmas decor is actually thrifted, because I feel like a majority of it is, and it's so fun to add to my thrifted Christmas collection every single year. Before we get into the home tour, I want to take just a minute to share a fellow Alabama mom content creator with you. She's not on YouTube, but she posts on her Instagram and TikTok daily. Her name is Kayla, and she has 2 young children as well. I'm going to have all of her information linked down below in my description box. You can go over and follow her on those platforms. She is so very sweet, and I really enjoy all the content that she shares. I'm going to give you a little clip of some of the things you will find on her Instagram and her TikTok. She shares lots of fun reels and mom content, and I just really enjoy watching her and wanted to share her with you all. So definitely go over and follow her on her social media platforms. Again, it'll be a link down below in my description box, and I know you will enjoy following along with her post daily as well. So let's go ahead and get into this thrifted Christmas home tour. I hope you enjoy. Kayla shares lots of mom content and cute fun reels over on her pages. She takes you shopping and shares with you things that she finds at thrift stores, seasonal decor, brings you along decorating. And she also shares different things from TikTok shop that are, good purchases to buy, delicious recipes, fun coffee ideas, all kind of things. So definitely go over, check out her pages. They're linked down below in my description box, and follow another sweet fellow mom content creator. Going to start this home tour in my kitchen at my gingerbread tree. I have lots of different baking things on here that I use in my everyday decor, but I pull them out for Christmas and put them on my gingerbread tree. Different sifters, measuring cups, measuring spoons, and I have found all of these at the thrift store for very inexpensive. I love these galvanized canning things that I have. And when I say I found all these at the thrift store, I don't have a ton of thrift stores around me. They're more antique flea market stores, but that's where I purchased all of these items. I love these sifters, and I also have so many different cookie cutter and ornaments that I have thrifted as well. Bells, gingerbread, I love that like woven bell that I just showed you, and then all of these little gingerbread men. I got this pack of gingerbread men that look like little Christmas cookies for very inexpensive, and so all of those are just mingled in throughout my tree, and so many of them I have gotten for like $1 or less. I love this glittery snowflake gingerbread cookie, and I just absolutely love my gingerbread tree, and I love that I have found so many things on here at such a good deal from thrift and antique stores. One of my favorite elements of my gingerbread tree is this little setup that I put underneath it. I got this little chair for $8 from one of my favorite antique booths, and then I found this little wreath for like $1. And then this large crock that I have these rolling pins in was one of the first crocks that I ever thrifted. I got it for like $40, which I thought was an excellent price for how big it is. And every one of the rolling pins that are in there, actually every rolling pin that I have in my home is thrifted. So I absolutely love how this looks, and I think it's perfect under my gingerbread tree. On my hot cocoa bar, I have a few things that are thrifted on the top. The first being these gingerbread salt and pepper shakers, this crock that I have this small tree in. I have some more of those gingerbread men ornaments on there. And then I also thrifted this Hershey's cocoa tin. I think it's perfect for a Christmas hot cocoa bar. In the cabinet of my hot cocoa bar, it would probably be easier for me to tell you the things that are not thrifted because almost everything in here is. I thrifted this little scale as well as all of these creamers and all of the utensils that are in them. I also thrifted this white crock that I have back here, as well as the drawer piece that all this decor is sitting on, this copper tea kettle. Everything over here is thrifted besides the little gingerbread men and the little plate. But I absolutely love these items. I keep them in here all the time and just added some Christmassy touches to them. This little wooden box is thrifted as well. This butter pat, butter press, biscuit press, and all these little dough cutters. All of these are thrifted. Moving to the bottom, over here, a lot of this stuff is thrifted as well. I think everything is except for the whipped cream and gingerbread sign. The drawer, the aluminum jello molds, biscuit cutters, all of these canisters, all are thrifted. I got these brass candlesticks at an antique store. This little pottery pitcher is thrifted, as well as the rolling pin and the masher that is in there. And then one of my favorite Christmas items that I have thrifted over the years are these vintage cookie cutters. And I love the packaging as well. I don't even take them out because I love to display them in this little packaging. I just think it's so cute and looks so vintage. And I found them all at the thrift and antique stores. Moving to my hutch where I have the majority of all of my Christmas displayed. On this first shelf, the only thing on the whole shelf that's not thrifted is this little book box that says a vintage Christmas. I found it from Bales, and everything else is either thrifted or I ordered from an Instagram vintage antique account. So this crock is new this year. Recently got it. This little brass bell was actually gifted to me from my sweet YouTube friend Miss Donna from Delightfully Southern. And then I got this antique coffee grinder from that Instagram shop, tea balls, cookie cutters, the crimpers, little pie crimpers. All of this is thrifted, as well as the little boot and the bells. Absolutely love all of that. On this shelf, my candle snuffers thrifted. I love this set of coasters. They have the 12 Days of Christmas. Thrifted those. Thrifted this little wicker bell. This red book is one of my favorite thrifted books of all times. It's huge, and I paid like $3 or $4 for it. And then this pottery crock is thrifted as well. All three of these brown pitchers are thrifted, and I absolutely love how they look together. The little galvanized coasters that this is sitting on is thrifted. The bell is thrifted, and then also this little scale that I have, this yarn sitting on, is thrifted. So everything on the shelf is thrifted except for the yarn and textile pieces. I love how all this looks together, and I absolutely love my little collection of brown pottery pitchers. This candle snuffer, the dolly, and the brown crock bowl is thrifted, as well as all of the little vintage Santas that I have sitting inside there. I love how this looks. And then I also have a few thrifted Santa mugs. The first one being this smaller one. I actually thrifted it this year. I love it. And then this one that I have over here on the end is a vintage one that I thrifted last year, as well as this little rusty bell. Found it at the thrift store as well. This shelf is almost completely all thrifted as well. These little red boots, they're actually candle holders, but I love them. My campfire marshmallow tin is one of my favorite antique finds of all time. All three of these vintage Santa mugs were thrifted, as well as a little brass stand that this one's in. The spools, textile pieces are thrifted. These two little bells are thrifted, as well as this little wicker sleigh. So I absolutely love this shelf. It's one of my favorite shelves, and I love that it's full of thrifted and antique goodies. On the top up here, I have one Santa mug that's thrifted. It's this one over here on the end. It's a Lenox Santa mug. It's one of my first ones that I got, and I also thrifted the little books that it is sitting on. This red truck picture is from Kirkland's, and the bells in this little sleigh are from Hobby Lobby, but everything else is thrifted. My winter carrier and I've seen the sleigh, the brown crock, and the tree that is in the crock are both thrifted as well. On this shelf, all of my blue and white pottery pieces are all thrifted. I absolutely love my little collection that I've started of these. I've definitely been on the lookout for more every time I'm out and about. So I either got all of these from, a thrift or antique store, and then there were a few I ordered from that Instagram account that I told you about. The dolly is thrifted, and I definitely am going to keep adding to this collection. I love just adding pieces to it for every season. Down here, almost all of this is thrifted as well. All of my pottery pieces, the crock, the measuring cups, the little pitcher, the tree that's in the crock is thrifted, as well as these bone plates. They came from that vintage Instagram account as well. The dolly, the butter pat, and the butter press is thrifted too. Sitting beside my hutch, I have this little stool, and several things on here are thrifted as well. These bowls are thrifted, as well as the pitberry grapevine wreath that is sitting on top of there. All three of these pottery pieces are thrifted, and so are all the cookie cutters that are in this crock bowl. On my fireplace hearth, I got this brown stool from an antique store, as well as the little white Christmas trees that are sitting on there, and the dolly is thrifted too. All of the dollies that you see around my house I have thrifted. And then I also have these pieces that I keep up here all the time, these embellishment pieces that I have these greenery wreaths on. They are thrifted, as well as these pottery pieces. And then beside this piece I have in the back of my living room, I thrifted both of the little crock jugs, as well as a little white stool that I have them displayed on. The little white stool is new this year, and I love the new little addition over here. This is one of my favorite thrifted crocks that I have. I treated myself to this one year for my birthday. I got this for like $35, which I thought was an excellent price for how big it is, and I love it styled right here, and just change out the little florals and things for every season. Now we're going to the TV stand in the back of my living room. I thrifted this little Santa candle holder, as well as this bugle horn. I got it this year. And then this little Christmas tree is thrifted. I love to find little Christmas trees at the thrift store because you can get them for so inexpensive. And I love just putting them around my home. This wicker bell is one of my favorite little finds that I have found over the years. And then I got this new this year, this centerpiece that I have in the middle of this large dough bowl. I thrifted it for $1.25. And then all of these little brass candlesticks are thrifted. I love the little ones that look like horns. I think that's perfect for Christmas. And then this tall candlestick that I have in the back, I also thrifted it. It's very, very heavy, and I just change it out seasonally as well. On the back of this, I have lots of different wooden pieces that I have layered in front of each other. This window I got for $5 from an antique store. The piece in the back I got for $10. It doesn't have glass in it. It's just this huge wooden piece. It makes such a statement. And then I got the other little piece with the screen in it for $15. These bells I thrifted last year. I do keep them up here all the time, but I thrifted them at Christmas last year. And then also my little French horns. I absolutely love these. I think they're perfect for Christmas, and I thrifted them as well. Moving down to the shelves, this galvanized piece with the tree cut out, as well as this box spring that I've tied a little bow to. Those are both thrifted. I thought the little box spring looked like a Christmas tree, and I got it for very inexpensive. This drawer piece is thrifted, as well as this little piece on top. I love a good drawer. I use them as risers all through my home, and I love when you can find them like antique and thrift stores. My candle snuffer is thrifted. I love a brass candle snuffer. This pewter piece, the dolly, and another box spring that I have back there, those are all thrifted. And then on top of this little drawer, I have a red boot that I thrifted. I think it's so cute, and I think I paid like $2 for that last year, and I love to pull it out every Christmas. This large brass candle holder is thrifted, as well as the two wooden ones behind it. This brick mold I found at an antique store in Tennessee. I absolutely love it. And then this little white and green piece I got from a thrift store for like 50 cents last Christmas. Alright friends, well that is going to do it for this year's Thrifted Christmas Home Tour. I so hope that you enjoy coming along and seeing all of the beautiful treasures that I have found for so inexpensive at thrift and antique stores. I absolutely love filling my home with those items. I just feel like it gives it such a curated look, and it is one of my favorite things to do, is to go out thrifting and antiquing and see what I can find and bring it into my home. Don't forget to go over and check out Kayla's social medias. I will have them linked down below in my description box. And if you liked today's video, I would appreciate a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. We have lots more home tours coming, more decorating for Christmas, and I can't wait to bring you along. I'll see you in the next one, friends. Bye.